Welcome to the Zmodo how-to video on setting up your DVR to work on your local network. First, we need to find out some information about your local network settings. Access the run command by pressing the Windows key and R at the same time. Type in CMD and hit enter. In the next window that comes up, type in ipconfig and hit enter. Your local connection settings will now be displayed. Please note the IPv4 address and the default gateway. We'll be using these later when we set up the network on your DVR. In the DVR main menu, navigate to network. This is where you'll enter those addresses from before. Put the IPv4 into the IP address, but change the last three values to something like 100. Put the default gateway address into gateway and DNS. Hit apply and the settings should be saved. Now, back to your computer. Launch Internet Explorer as administrator. You can do this by right-clicking the icon and selecting Run as Administrator. Type in the IP address you assigned to the DVR in the address bar and hit enter. You will be greeted with your login information. Once there, type in your password and you will now have access to your DVR from any computer on your local network. Voila! Stay tuned for our guide on port forwarding so you can access your DVR from any web browser in the world. Welcome back. This is a Zmodo tutorial on remote networking for our DVRs. You should have already completed our tutorial on local network setup before starting this one. The first step is to set up port forwarding on your router. Like last time, you'll need to run ipconfig to find your router's IP address. Open up run by hitting Window and R. Type CMD, then type ipconfig and hit enter. Look for the default gateway. This will be your router's address. Next, you will open up your web browser and navigate to this address. Once there, it will prompt you for username and password. Go ahead and type that in. For our example, we are using a Linksys router, which has admin as the default user and password. Once you're logged in, navigate to where it says Applications and Gaming. Follow the steps to forward ports 80 and 9000. In the IP address, we use 100 as the example, but you will need to fill it with the last three digits you choose in the previous tutorial. Also, if you would like to remotely view your DVR with a smartphone, you will also need to forward port 9001. We will briefly go over how to get to port forwarding on some other common routers. For Belkin, navigate to Virtual Servers under Firewall on the left-hand side. From here, you can add the ports in a similar manner to the Linksys. For D-Link, navigate to the Advanced tab and Virtual Server on the left-hand side. From here, be sure to select TCP. Use the same ports for the private and public, and schedule it always. And for Netgear, navigate to Services under Content Filtering on the left-hand side. From here, you can port forward in a similar manner to the Linksys. Now, we need to check if the port forwarding settings worked. Open your browser and navigate to www.ugetsignal.com and select Port Forwarding Tester. From here, you can check ports 80, 9000, and 9001. We changed the remote address to demonstrate working port forwarding. You will want to keep your address the same as the displayed external address at the top of the page. We will most likely have to set up a dynamic DNS account, since a static IP is a premium feature that most ISPs charge for. To do so, we will navigate to www.dvrdns.org. Once there, you will sign up for a free account. Choose your username and hit Add. Scroll to the bottom, select DVR as a usage, and hit Add to Cart. Once there, you can check out and register that name for free. Lastly, we need to download the dynamic DNS updater client onto a computer on your network so that it can constantly update your account with the latest IP address. Open your browser and navigate to www.dyndns.org/support/clients and download the client onto your computer. Log in with your account info and it will now update your client every time your IP changes. Now you should be able to remotely access your DVR from any web browser in the world, navigating it to your account.dvr.dns.org